So hi everyone, we are into our global account. So I'm going to show you the demo on SAP Joule. I'll be creating everything from scratch. I'll be creating the sub account, then I'll be adding the service. So let's go. You see the SAP BTP cockpit. Now we need to click on boosters here. So now inside boosters, if you scroll down, you see get started with SAP build code. Click on start. It's starting the booster. Now we need to create one sub account. So click on next. It's already selected, this radio button. So click on next. Now sub account name you can give trial for Joule. Now click on next here. Click on next again. Click on finish. It takes some time to complete, so it has multiple process. Creating sub account is one, then assigning service quotas, subscribing SaaS applications, creating service instances, creating role collection, assigning role collection. So it will take some time to process all these. As you can see, now creating sub account is done. Now next step is in process. This is also done. Third step is in process. Let's wait for entire thing to be completed. Now all the processes are completed. So you can see booster executed successfully. Your sub account is ready for SAP build code trial. Now let's go to the application. Now I'm just warning you, everything just takes a bit of time. So please be patient. Now we are inside, you can see welcome to SAP build, create apps, automate processes and build business sites. All right, with no code tools. Now let's click on create now. So we see three options. You can choose either of these. Let's go with the first one. So if you let's go back and I'll show you what other things are there. Build an automated process, build a business site. So we're keen in building an application, so we'll click on that. Now we need to click on this SAP build apps, or we can click on SAP build code. All right, we can choose any of these. We can choose ABAP cloud as well. So now let's go with SAP build code now. Okay, so we'll be creating full stack application, CAPM app, and not a Fiori application or a mobile application. We'll create a full stack application. Inside our full stack application, we'll be adding Fiori application also. So now let's give our project name here. So my first CAP app. All right, now we need to click on create. So once you do this, it will be in pending status. So you can see in here you have pending creation. So it takes a bit of time here. So yeah, you have to wait for a while. So you can refresh here also to check the status. So you can see it's still in pending. So let's wait some more time. Yeah, so as you can see, it was completed. Now I clicked on my first CAP app. So it opened Dev Space Manager. We'll click on OK. It will open SAP BAS, which is of course, SAP Business Application Studio. So it is opening our development environment. It also obviously takes some time to load, whether you're doing it for the first time or for the nth time, it will take some time. Yeah, so as you can see, the BAS has finally opened and now the application is getting loaded. Here you need to click on whatever, you can click on OK or you can click on cross. Now, if we go to the Explorer, this is basically Explorer, okay? So you can see the application here. So the application name was My First Cap App. So obviously, if you're familiar with CAPM application, even if you're not, I'll just tell you. So CAPM application has three layers, which is app, where the UI part resides, DB, where the database artifacts resides, and you have service or SRV, where you define your service and your entity. So this all is already created. Now you can see in the storyboard as well, you have data models, services, UI applications. All right. So now here on the fourth icon, you see Joule. So let's click on that. Here is where the magic happens. So now SAP Joule will open the window for SAP Joule. Yeah. So now Joule has opened. So you see the suggestion here. So if you want to create a CAPM application, a cloud application programming model based application, then you need to give this slash cap hyphen gen hyphen app. So we'll click on it and see, these are sample prompts that you can give and you can create, like let's say the first one. So it says create an app with entities, books and authors where each book is linked to its author. So we'll type our own prompt. We'll not go with the sample one. Create an app with with product and its services. So we're not specifying anything here. We're just giving that create an app with product and services. All right. Let's click on enter. Now Joule is thinking, you can see. Now see, wow. Without wasting any second, Joule has already created or given us the code. All right. So you can see schema.cds. So in schema, you have namespace. If you are familiar with CAPM application or even Fiori application, you must be knowing what a namespace is. Then we have CUID manage. These are called aspects. Uh, Again, it's from CAPM. It's if you uh, if you want to learn about it, read about it, then go to this website Capire, and there you can find it. So search for aspect. Not able to search, you can, then what you can do, or we'll directly search on the Google. Aspect. Yeah, so you see here common types and aspects CAP. Yeah, so you can read about it. Yeah, I'm not going to discuss these concepts. The main motto of this video is to explain you guys about SAP Joule. So let's get back to it. Then you can see the entity name is products. It has CUID managed. Then it has all the fields. So product ID, name, description, price, currency, availability, services. In services, you can see composition of many services on services.product. So these two are linked, all right? Now, if you want to accept, you are happy with the output of Joule, then you can click on accept. So you see schema.cds, staging files, schema service.cds, service also you can see here. So the service name is my first app SRV, my first cap app SRV, and the entities as products and services. You can see the annotation as well. Annotation also gets added. So annotation is also there. So what you can do here is you can accept it. So when you click on accept, see all these code gets added to our project folder. All right. So now in the storyboard, you can see everything is updated. Now in data models, you have my first cap app, products, services. In services, you have my first cap app SRV, products, services. Now we have a problem here. All right. There is nothing inside the UI application because we have not added the UI part up till now, until now. So let's add the UI part also. Okay. Now before adding the UI part, let's see the project. So in DB you have schema. In SRV you have service.cds. All right. In app you have annotation. Okay. Now let's do one thing. We have the schema here in the DB, but we don't have data. So let's create some mock data. All right. So I'll click on Joule, generate cap sample data. You see cap gen data. So I've entered generate some mock data. Now I'll press on enter. Okay. Now Joule is thinking. Now see, it has given us some mock data for products and services. And the data is separated by semicolon. So you have product ID, description, price till modified by, and you have all these data. Now you have the same for services as well. In services you have ID, service ID, name, description, cost till product ID. Now we'll be needing to accept it. So I'm going to accept it. I have accepted it. Now it should get added to our project. Okay. So now you see test. Inside test you have two CSV files, products and services. So all these data that we generated is now added. Okay. Now we go back to the Joule. Now what we are going to do is we are going to add one Fiori application. Okay. Now before adding the Fiori application, let's try to run this. Okay. Now I have pressed on this play button or run button. Now you see terminal, there is some activity going on here. It's installing the node packages. Now in node modules we'll have some npm files. Now see, I have run it and it shows web application as 0 because we have not added the Fiori part yet, the UI part I mean. But you can see the services. There are two, products and services. Okay, but there is no web part, there is no UI part. So let's add the UI part now. Let's get back to Joule. Type Fiori. You will see this slash Fiori slash Fiori hyphen gen hyphen spec hyphen app. Okay. Now we'll say generate SAP Fiori elements application for the products and its services and click on enter. Now it will take some time, obviously. It goes through 8 steps. Now first step is getting executed, which is to generate CAPM model by LLM. Now you can see we are at the 7th step now here. It's generating the applications. Now we have this message, application generated successfully. You can see the CAP project data models have been created and they can be revived by clicking on a show result. Okay, not revived, reviewed. You can click preview app to launch the generated application. Let's preview the application. Before we accept it, let's preview. Now 4004 is already busy, this port, because we have already run it. Alright. So now we are running it on a different port, 44657. It automatically takes this port. We are not providing exclusively. Now you see, we have a application where there are two tabs, one for products and other one for services. We have some filter buttons here, filter controls. If you click on any item, then see the details open. Let's go back. We have same for services as well. Alright, you can click and go to the detail page. So we are pretty much satisfied with the result. Let's click on accept. Now we have accepted it. Now you see, we have data models, we have services, and we have UI application. Okay. Now if you go to Explorer, in the app you can see products and services app. Inside you have web app and you have these many files. If you are familiar with Fiori, you must be knowing manifest is the app descriptor, component is the component controller, I18N is for the language, for language related text. Then we have other files as well. So this is how basically you create CAPM application, Fiori application using SAP Joule. It is very handy now. If you are a beginner, you can just give the commands, give the prompt, and let the SAP Joule create the application for you. I mean, I'm very interested in making these videos. This is the first one I'm making. So if you want to learn any other thing, just comment down below that okay, this is the topic that you want to uh, learn, and you want to see a video of that topic. So it can be SAP CAPM, it can be SAP Fiori UI 5, BTP. Let me know which are the topics you are interested to learn. I'll make a video out about it. Okay, yeah, thank you very much, have a nice day.